What is going on with y'all, man? In this video, I guess I'm just kind of giving more updated thoughts to the last video, but one thing that I want to start doing on my channel is not only posting more, but whenever I get an idea, boom, I'm gonna bring it to y'all. I'm gonna upload the stream of consciousness, the channel from me through a tube to you. All right, so, I was watching the dude, man, oh man, again, I told y'all some shit some months ago, the real nigga versus smart nigga split. Now, I'm not too sure about the demographics of the people that fuck with me, listen to my talk, my music, but what I do know is that you was a soul having a human experience and you was in some way, shape, or form seeking some kind of information that's different from what else you gotta be hearing on the internet. Let's observe what the fuck is going on in America. Like I said, the real nigga versus smart nigga split. The house nigga versus the field nigga. The pro-government versus the anarchy, AKA fuck government. Protest, going against the ICE raids and them trying to kick out and deport, I'm not even gonna call them illegals, but Hispanic descent people that are non-documented on this American land. Y'all seeing this shit rev up? Since my last video, I've looked into a little more footage. Oh, and they got Iran versus Israel heating up. So you got Iran literally sending airstrikes that look like rainbow missiles into Israel. And then it's people that live in Israel. See, it's different from us seeing footage of Gaza and Palestine being bombed, because Israeli folk live like high-class American folk. They in their apartments filming this shit, and then the dude's like, bro, look at this shit. Bro, what the fuck, did they just bomb us? Yeah, real shit is going on. Now, all of 2024, Israel was the ones bombing Palestine. Now, Iran, which is another country in the Middle East, which is a little bigger in size, is fucking with Israel. So, mind you, all you have is Judaism, the Jews, Israel, versus Muslim countries and people, nations. Even Gaza and Palestine, Muslim. Iran, Iraq, probably Saudi Arabia, probably Libya, maybe. A lot of those places over there is Muslim. So, just understand that, like, there is beef and tensions and a lot of shit heating up in this matrix. They basically calling this shit World War III. And just so y'all know where America sides in all of this, America and the UK and Israel are friends. China and Russia fuck with each other. Russia and, damn, I can't think of the country that they're battling with that is right next to them, and y'all know the name. It'll come to me throughout this video. They president name is Zelensky. Oh, Ukraine. I'm about to say, god damn, I think about the president, but not the name of the country. And mind you, countries are just borders that the government, whoever founded this shit, whoever got this system and the matrix just going and going and going, these countries are just borders, y'all. This land that we live on, this earth, it should really, you could say there's no borders. I'm not gonna say there shouldn't be any borders, because I'm all for boundaries on your personal life. But as far as life goes, y'all, this shit is that backwards. This shit is that man-made and manipulated, and permits of this, that, the other. This is my country, this is my city, I run this, blah, blah, blah. So again, as long as police and military and authority, as long as all of these unnatural ways of being and living is here on earth, nothing will ever be good. So don't expect nothing to ever be good. Don't expect nothing but damage and crazy shit, and citizens reaching boiling points and then rebelling against their government. That's just how it goes. So I just want to make that shit clear to all of my smart niggas and all of my smart white people, all of my smart Americans that go with the system and go with the matrix. And you may not have that type of mindset. you may not look at it like that because, of course, it's something that you benefit from. But, you know, you work your 9 to 5, you fucking say hello to the police and you don't fucking have an issue with them. Let me say this, I don't have an issue with them either, because I started this video off saying it's all about the Baphomet frequency. Baphomet-based Gnosticism. It's a good and bad with all things. So if motherfuckers want to go and sell their body to the government to protect and serve and keep this matrix and this whole world and seemingly a little bit more peaceful and safe, even though safety is a super illusion, especially when you just think we could get hit by a comet at any second, a fucking asteroid, or the sun could blow up the earth at any minute. That really causes for like a, what the fuck, why are we living under a governmental system? But to those of y'all that's pro-government, hey, to each their motherfucking own. But you must understand, that's the smart side. I'm drawing this split because I'm right here in the middle. But the smart split is basically those that are, again, pro-school, pro-institution, following the news and following the media. And ultimately right now, the biggest division in America is you're either pro-deportation or you're anti-deportation. Again, splits and polarization dialectics, ideas, movements, political views for you to fall into and have a argumentative debate against other people. Mind you, the biggest argument is mentally. The shit that you gotta battle back and forth with within your own mind. Consciously thinking, damn, is this or is that? Religious thoughts, political thoughts, thoughts about yourself, your life, your family, shadow work, shadow self thoughts. Yeah, the biggest debate is with yourself. But then you're influenced to debate with other people, to fall into arguments, to fall into polarization dialectics. You know what I'm saying? Then ultimately, we're all just led the same fucking way. Government and authority and work, commerce, working within this system all around the world. But, you know, for a country like Iran to be retaliating against Israel, they're essentially retaliating against America. It's basically Muslim versus Jewish. Now, of course, in America, you got Muslim terrorist hate propaganda. So they program the American citizens that are patriarchal and smart and pro-America, pro-system, to be anti-Muslim and to hate on the Muslim community for all type of reasons. They paint them as bad, beat on their wives, or all type of shit, cut people's heads off, terrorist organization, Osama bin Laden, 9/11. That is called propaganda. That is how the U.S. government and media can make an enemy out of a fucking random foreign country or some quote-unquote extremist. All meanwhile, every single thing about government worldwide is extreme. But what they do, and I'm starting to see that this is just the plot of the non-melanated man, or ultimately, because who the fuck knows who's behind the scenes pulling strings. But I was getting to this point in my last video and I didn't mention it. But North Korea and how they're just secluded and ducked off from the world, that says a lot, y'all. Now, whether or not the nukes are real, because it's a lot of evidence and shit that talks about how nukes is not real. Nukes is just something that they put and dangle over our head to be scared of, that this whole place and planet can blow up at any given second. And clearly, if Iran had nukes, and that was a fucking argument Trump was talking about, he don't want Iran to have nukes. I don't know how people trust anything he says when he's been an actor in America for like the past 40 years. Now he's the president of the U.S. corporation. But the whole shit is about control. So the USA and their military can't really go and do shit unless they got the power of the people behind them. Unless mind control masses are mind controlled enough to be like, yeah, we side with you. Yeah, get those fucking illegal aliens out of here. Deport them. Fuck them. And fuck whoever's protesting against the government. Go America. And then you also got them same people that's manipulated to be like, yeah, fuck the Muslims. Fuck Gaza. Fuck Palestine. It may not say that shit out loud, but it is a underlooming thing going on because you're just so brainwashed and Americanized, and the U.S. government's enemy becomes your enemy. But at the same time, we're all the people that's just working and living in this system trying to have kids and live a life and travel, but then you just like, yo, it's so much confusion, the history to learn, bills to pay, taxes, government this, matrix this, social security this, money this, finance this, state this. Oh, and then there's only 24 hours in a day, so now I gotta go to sleep and do it all over again the next day. Then I gotta eat and put gas in my car, fall in love, have friendship, entertain myself, be happy, and be healthy and fit. Goddamn, just the fucking social thing to survive and be a human being, but let alone be a human being within this fucking global matrix. This shit is crazy. Smart people. Now, my real niggas, my real people that see the flaw and fucked up ways of this whole system, that see all of the wrong action that's going on this planet, and people that understand that, for one, all the arguments are laid out for you. There should be no borders, we're all illegal, America is stolen land, fuck the white man, Trump is a Nazi, fascism. Now, sadly, most of the liberals don't know it, but they're kind of pro-communist. They're kind of pro-China and all of that shit. Vladimir Lenin ideology, Marxism. We talking about the real niggas, the anarchists and the authentic men and women on this planet. Now, the sentiment from which it proceeds, modern day, is usually a lot of anger. It's a lot of rage. It's a lot of crash out. It's a lot of shit. I don't have much money. I ain't got much to live for. Let me go and fucking try to burn down LA. Throw some bricks at buildings and vandalize all of this property. Let me get together with my Gen Z and millennial and wow, that's really who it is, huh? Gen Z and millennial. That's the biggest generation that's protesting right now. And you know, it's so many words and thoughts that I want to give to my Gen Z compadres. But ultimately, it's this middle point frequency, and I am giving the information, but I've been meaning to let that be known, is that I'm Gen Z, so I put on for Gen Z. I know the Gen Z plight. I know the game and the system that we was born into. The generation post-Gen Z is Generation Alpha. Then the one that's after that, like motherfuckers being born right now, is Generation Beta. Why the fuck are they calling it that? I'll be the one to investigate it. But the millennials, people that was born in the 80s, maybe even like 75 to maybe like 90. Then you got Gen Z, which is the early 90s to like 2012. It's really like usually 12 to 15 year periods for all of these generations. But yeah, millennials and Gen Zs are the ones protesting. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for keeping up the good fight. Because goddamn, awareness does need to be spread and put on to all of the wrong action on this planet. Just the violence. When y'all see them motherfuckers in whole fucking security uniforms, shield and riot gear. So I see black people, black men, white men in America that are clearly on the side of the government, clearly on the side of Trump, clearly on the side of the National Guard and the Marines and those that is forcefully fighting against the people. Now, these people are your cousins, friends, uncles, nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters that were born within this system just like you and maybe not have had the same fucking will to make a bunch of money and get famous or just become a fucking middle class or upper middle class aristocracy person in this world. Yet they are labeled low class or, yeah, I'm gonna just say low class. People of this world, but the people that's fed up with the system, the lower class, people that's at the bottom of the system, that don't have the money and resources and the freedom of time to do the things that, you know, the aristocracy and the higher class can do. Aristocracy just meaning those that are cultured, those that you may see sitting courtside at an NBA game, and the NBA and athletes of this world are all the aristocracy. Anybody making millions of dollars, hundreds of millions, because hundreds of millions is not a lot compared to hundreds of billions. So yes, everybody is just played with and manipulated within this money system. It's like you think that you're good and happy and satisfied by making 500 million a year, but you're still gonna have problems, still gonna have to work hard as fuck and to keep that lifestyle up. And it's just so much that comes with the attachment of money. But ultimately, yeah, we got this class system. So it's always gonna be the lower class, which I believe is also called the proletariat, against the motherfucking higher class. This is the shit that Vladimir Lenin talked about. He wrote a book. I can't think of the name of the book, but basically how capitalism is going to like speed up the fucking end of the world. And I slightly see what he meant by that, but ultimately it's like, as long as government and authority is in place, nothing will ever be good. Shit will always be bad. Oh, he said capitalism leads to imperialism. That's what you have happening from the birth of America and the ties with the UK and now Israel, and now how clearly it seems to be some type of world war breaking out because the ideologies and the government systems are just too split. So something's definitely going down. It's definitely not going to look the same 10 years from now, because it's just too much polarization. It's too much violence. It's too much back and forth. It's too many polarized sides just going against each other. And it's sadly the real nigga versus smart nigga person, the real person versus smart person split is extremely real in America. Because again, the real person is the one that knows the truth about life. Even if you don't know the shit to intellectually disperse it, the way that a presenter like myself or Mark Passio, look him up, or all of these other YouTube talking people on the planet, but they have a certain level of love and truth and fight back in their heart, because it's an understanding that, y'all, this whole game and system is fucked up. So again, I'm calling it the real person or the real nigga, the real woman, the authentic man and woman. The ones that's protesting, the fucking, no, liberals are just confused. Liberal is, because we have liberty in America, but we're not free. So for you to polarize yourself on the Democratic side and call yourself a liberal, you're still pro-government and authority. You just want them to be nicer to you, rather than the conservative side that is just pro-Trump, pro-strong military. Get them motherfuckers in line and kick the undocumented ones out. But what the balance that y'all really want to find and start to understand is anarchy. No ruler, no government. I'm not here promoting none of y'all to go out and protest and put y'all body and life and safety on the line, but to mentally arm yourself and just understand the difference between all of these things. Anarchy is a state of no government. Anything else, and I keep it right here in the middle point because that's what it is. It's the middle frequency. Anything that veers to a degree left or right becomes government. The further down the degree that you get fascism, communism. A little bit closer, you got Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative. Right in the middle, you have anarchy. So that's where the hearts of most people is, especially the real people on this world that's fighting for freedom, fighting for self-expression, fighting for creative whatever. And even when I say self-expression, like, y'all, the throat chakra is very much condensed and suppressed in this world. They don't want you speaking out. They want to cancel you. They don't want you saying the shit that's going to spark an idea in somebody's mind and wake them up. Because, man, like I said, if the aristocracy, mind you, all of the athletes, entertainers, people that's going to BET Awards, NBA Finals, sitting courtside, money, entrepreneur motherfuckers, social media people that is just doing this shit, got money, traveling, flying, they're good and in bed with this system because it benefits them ultimately. Their life is easier, they can do all the things, and goddamn, what the fuck, the motherfucking Flash, it just did what it did last night. Goddamn, I'm like, fuck, can I go take a flight? My man, I'm trying to go to Israel and just bam. Nah, YouTube, that was a joke. Those were rap bars. The same way y'all allow black people to fucking self-hate and violently talk about one another, it's just a hyperbole. It's just, what's the other literary device? Extravagation. Oh my God, I can't motherfucking navigate it because I feel like I'm just double breastplated when I pull up to an Israeli and just faint him. I love y'all, man. Stay godlike.